Welcome, G3 investors. This is Greg Gallagher, and surf's up, dude, and so is the market. Wow, what a day. I'm showing the results here because there's some first in the history of G3 trading on this schedule here. Take a look at it. First of all, today we gained 4.6% in one day. Okay. So that's a record. For 2 days or even for a week, 7.1% gain is a record. 19% for a month is way record, and 30% for a quarter is also a record. So we're setting all kinds of records here in this very volatile and difficult market. And it's just great. The feeling is great. The most amazing thing about today was, though, and I got to show you this. Look at the gains. Okay, first of all, we got zero. We have zero positions, and we went from zero yesterday to 100%. And at 2:00 this afternoon, I was getting ready to write, a note to the patrons, let them know what was going on, and give them an update and stop losses and all that. And by 3:00, I'm like, oh, this thing's really gonna go. And I don't know when it was, but I went in the other room around 3:30 thinking that, and it just disappeared. It all disappeared. Everything. So today we had 14 opens and closes, 14 in one day. That's a lot of trading, folks. And we made $4,600, which is 4.6% on our $100,000 investment. Just absolutely incredible. And some of these trades, like here's one, aerospace and defense. I mean, when this broke out on the 24th, I was like, what is going on? This is Boeing. And there it is. We made 1.2% on that gain right there. Home builders. I mean, who would have thought home builders could have almost been a 1% gain? Now, gold, that made sense to me because that broke out on the 23rd. And I knew it was going to fade because, we've been talking about this, and I'm going to get into this a little bit. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, yeah. Here's our what I call the angry bear market chart. And why this is important today, I was listening to a TV podcast that I watch periodically, and one of my favorite traders was on there. And it was in the morning before the market was starting, and this guy comes on there, and I don't know, I mentioned his name. I suppose I shouldn't, but anyway, he's a Gantt guy and a Fibonacci guy, but he writes letters and all that stuff, and he's been doing this for quite some time. And my point that I made several times is, if we look at what has happened to the SPY just from 2009 to March 2020, we can see this big drop here. This is a bear market, okay? We went all the way down to 218, and now we started back up, and we're at 240 something. 243.15 is what it says on there. I don't know if that's what it closed at, but I'm saying we're likely going to retrace up there to about 280, and then we're going to go down and what I call test this. And I'm saying, gee, this thing could fall 50% if this is a really angry bear market. But this letter guy that was on there today, he basically said he thinks the Dow is going to go below 10,000. I mean, that would be an incredible. And my point is neither one of us, not that guy or not me or anybody, knows. But what I can tell you, by being a trader, you make money, as I just demonstrated with what happened today. You make money when it's going down, and you make money when it's going up. And that's the beauty of trading. Now, this is a very unusual move here, okay? And that's why we've got the big gains that we've gotten, because we made a lot of money going down here, and we've made a lot of money come right back up here. And we're going to continue to make money. And then it's going to turn. And I'm going to tell all my long-term investors, people that have their money in 401ks and stuff like that, to get out, because this thing is going to go lower. Now, why do I say that? Because this sort of action only happens in bear markets. I mean, it didn't happen anywhere along here. Yeah, this was a pretty bad drop here, but it took a while. And that was actually a mini denial there. And then there it was. And then it took off and started retracing it. And I didn't think it was going to make it, even when it did here. At some point in time, this topping process will happen. And it doesn't, even though Congress is going to put $2 trillion at this and the Fed's going to pump in another $4 trillion, that's not, we shut the country down. People are scared to death, folks. They're not going to react good to this. And this action here, I mean, I was amazed at that move right there. I mean, came up here, we didn't catch the move on the cues. I don't know why. Maybe I had it set wrong or whatever, but we did today. And it went up and then went down. That's one day. That's a huge move. So are these. These are huge moves too. This is what a bull market looks like back here. Those are not big moves. These are big moves. That's what happens in a bear market. Even though that move on the candlestick doesn't look that big, it gapped down to here and then gapped back up, gapped down, gapped up. It's absolutely incredible. And I don't know what to say to people other than to say it's ugly out there, folks. And here's what a map looks like. This is a one-day performance of, and if I looked at this thing at 3 o'clock today, it was mostly green. I think Amazon was down, but I don't mess with this a lot because I have a lot of, and today I had a lot of trading to do, and I'm getting old. I can't take this crap. This is day trading 101, and I don't want it. I don't like it at all. I want the old, just go up there and do it slow, and I'll teach people how I trade, and everything will be hunky-dory and fine. But, man, I'm telling you, this market is crazy. Now you look at it, and you can see here, this is FinViz's chart of the Dow and the NASDAQ. Oh, here comes the advertisers. Okay, there's the NASDAQ, and there's the S&P 500. And I don't know if it's a 10-minute chart or a 5-minute chart. It doesn't matter. I'm just looking at it. You can see what happened. It went down. Okay, early have a reversing day or not. Okay, then it went up, acted like a normal bull market. I set the stop loss today at 3%. 2 days ago, I had it set at 5%. I moved it to 3 because this looks normal to me. Okay, that even looked normal. This is not normal. Okay, that doesn't happen very often. Now, my opinion only, and opinions while you wait. This is due to the action of the big institutional players getting out. They're selling into a rally. That's what happened. The Ray Dalios of the world, the Warren Buffetts of the world. I heard a guy who's a good friend of mine, good trader. He thinks Buffett's buying at this level. There's no way. Warren Buffett has probably I know he's got at least $150 billion in cash. Okay, and people say, "Oh, he's just a buy and hold guy." No, he's not. He's a trader, one of the best. Okay, he only buys and holds stuff that will never go down. You think Geico Insurance is going to go out of business? I don't think so. You think CSX or whatever railroad he owns? With those, but the rest of it is all trading. And he's sitting there licking his chops with $150 billion in cash. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of cash. So I can trade. I can follow. That's what a trend follower can do. Advancing, declining, nothing wrong with that. But we've got 6 new highs and 114 new lows. We've got just a little bit over 6% above the 50-day and 7% a little bit above the 200-day moving average. That's out of 7,400 stocks. That's not good. That is not good at all. At any rate, you know, I I gotta say, it, tell your friends to sign up for this. They're crazy if they don't. You know, there's a lot of traders out there that are buddies of mine, and they all think that most of them think that we're in for a real rough ride on this market. I fully expect April. Hey, we're gonna have some window dressing going into the end of the month. That's when the institutional investors try to make their quarter look good, and everybody wants to be in everything that's really hot and all that. And that's all illegal, right? Now it happens all the time, especially on a quarter. So we got a chance here for it to really go up here, and we'll make some more money. And this thing should just get better and better. Now, do I want to stop out every day? No, I don't. This market is so unusual. Even I don't know how to trade it, but I've never seen a profit that I didn't like. So I took a $4,600 profit today. Hey, if I can make $4,600 every day, I'm a happy camper. Trust me on that one. Hey, here's a good thanks to our patrons. Alex C. had a nice question again today. This guy is really getting it done. Welcome Henry K. and Evan S. I think I've said him also. I can't believe these stats on and I don't even know if I've updated this in a while, but this is stats on the YouTube. Pretty dang good, really. Nothing to complain about there. And I can't help but look at the Corona thing because everybody's so I've done a little bit more analysis here. I can't help this. This is just me. Sorry this sounds so gross. We're talking about the death ratio now. Okay, well, this is what really gets me. I mean, yeah, we've got 64,000 cases, almost 65,000 here, but we got 333 million people. Italy's got 74,000 cases and they got 60 million people. Look at that death ratio. That sucks. And here's the total deaths per 1 million of population. Now, again, I got this number up here. I highlighted it in pink or red. That's supposed to be red, but I want you to be able to see it. 2. Yeah, do you really think China, Wuhan, it started there and they didn't do anything about it for 3 or 4 weeks or a month or 2 months, who knows? I bet you these numbers are triple or quadruple what they're showing here. So I don't believe anything out of China. If you do, good luck with you. But I do believe America. And I don't know how Germany is the best in the West when everybody said the best at handling this was South Korea. Well, South Korea and America are tied. So we're doing pretty dang good on this thing. And I know the president has said he wants to get back to work. Well, I sure hope we can, because if we don't get back to work soon, you put $1,200 or $2,400 or $3,000 in a family, and they're going to spend it on stuff like their mortgage payment and stuff like that. And they're going to say, now what you want me to do? They're not going to go out and do a vacation, buy a new car, anything like that. This thing is going to get ugly, folks, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Well, this is Greg Gallagher. I don't have any surfer dude. Nice. I didn't do that. I said, work is for people that don't surf or trade. This is Greg Gallagher with G3 Investors saying good luck and good trading.